So I know that the Vikings fan base right now is burning and everyone's all emo and in their emotions and having their little pity parties, but sort of is what it is. The sun is still going to rise tomorrow, and the Vikings are still 10-3, and the Vikings are still a good football team. Defense needs a little bit of work, but we'll get to that. But the Vikings, as of right meow, still 99% to make the playoffs, as well as over 99% to win the division, blah, 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 blah. And I know what the response in the comments is going to be. Well, we're going to be one and done with this defense. Well, do you think for 1 second that maybe this embarrassment, actually the embarrassment of the last 5 games, will finally spur change with Kevin O'Connell and this defense, maybe making Ed Donatel change some things or firing Ed Donatel? And this offense has shown they can put up points on anyone. They can stand and trade with any defense in the National Football League, and maybe, just maybe, they get a little bit more aggressive on defense. Maybe they actually get after the quarterback's ass. Maybe they get a couple turnovers. And no, they're not going to stop anyone down cold, but maybe they can do a couple of things that will give them a bit of an advantage in the playoffs. Maybe. Or maybe not. Who really knows? But the Vikings and the NFC North. So, again, Vikings are over 99% to win the division. The only way that they can lose conceivably is if they lose their next 4 games and the Lions win their next 4 games. That's the only way that's going to happen. So the Vikings, with a win against Indy, or if the Lions lose to the Jets, they will clinch the division, and just sort of delaying pleasure for, a week. Which it would have been really cool to fly back from Detroit to St. Detroit, man, this Super Bowl with the NFC Division Champs 2022, the NFC Division Champs shirt, Kirk Cousins butt ass naked with 9,000 necklaces and chains on them. It would have been kind of nice, but didn't happen. And also the Packers and the Bears are on bye, but also they've been eliminated for NFC North contention. So the remaining schedule, because the Lions are not going to catch the Vikings, right? Even though it's a non-zero chance, and I understand that the Vikings fan base right now is very, very vulnerable, especially what happened on Sunday. I get it, but it's not going to happen? Question mark? We can submit this to freezing cold takes. So the Vikings on Saturday play the Colts. They're going to be favorites. Hopefully they can get things done against Jeff Saturday, the former high school mid head coach and former ESPN analyst. And they got the Giants. I mean, the Giants are quickly going down the tubes. Just ridiculous. And then you're visiting Green Bay. They got nothing to play for. Aaron Rodgers, whatever. And then you're at Chicago, where Justin Fields will put up 9,000 yards of offense, and the Vikings will still win by 20. It's one of those situations. For the Lions, so they got 3 road games, and they're at the Jets, which TBD what happens with Mike White. Do they get to face Joe Flacco? Because I don't know if they put Zach Wilson back in. Anyways, and then they're at Carolina. Carolina is actually kind of plucky. Right now, they're giving the Seahawks a game. Who knows if they're going to hang on in Seattle? Who knows? But then they're playing Chicago at home, and then they wrap up at Green Bay. So even though Detroit, I mean, they're 5-1 in the last 6 games after starting out 1-6. Respect. They're playing some of the best football in the league right now. I understand that the wound is still raw. Like, the mind is willing, but the flesh is weak and spongy right now. But we'll get back up. We're still, after week 14, this team still has 10 wins. They still have one of the best offenses in the National Football League. And special teams is usually pretty good. Sunday was not. And the defense can get after the quarterback. They have in the last 2 games, only have 1 sack versus the Jets and the Lions combined. And they can get a turnover. Like, they've had 4 games ended on a defensive turnover. So hopefully the Vikings will right the ship. Hopefully this will be a wake-up call. It's like, hey, you got to get your ish together on defense. Otherwise, this will indeed be a one-and-done team, even though you get to host a playoff game for being division champion. So, again, secure the division. Just close that door, get the hat, get the T-shirt, and then focus on the 2 seed. I mean, the 1 seed's said bye-bye. Yeah, that ship has sailed, but again, get it done. I understand right now being a Vikings fan, it's very, very tough. But just remember this. Get in the tournament. Strange things can happen, and we'll see what happens. But your thoughts are thoughts. Take a look at the NFC North standings right meow. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. We'll support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.